Need to have our morning conversation. Was asked a very, very odd question yesterday. We're talking about mama's boys, Jana. There's a married lady who just told me, please go and ask our men. Mary Kibimuhe Shabari Subui. Please go and ask our men one thing and one thing only, and please tell them to be honest. Why do Kenyan men find it hard cutting off the umbilical cord? Why do Kenyan men find it hard going and forming his own family and making his wife the center of his life? That's the question I'm asking today. Because women cannot understand why. If you can't, then you call me and tell your women this morning that your mothers come before them, live to their face. Tuongee ukweli. Ni mwaka wa kuambiana ukweli. Why do Kenyan men find it difficult cutting the umbilical cord? Why is it that you cannot regulate how many times your mother calls you?
I think nile character development wanapigwa hapa Nairobi kabla waekiwa mchele.
She asked me, why can't Kenyan men start seeing their mother's phone calls as not that urgent? When will Kenyan men understand that their mothers is someone else's wife, not their wife?
You know, according to African culture, your mother is your second god. You know that, huh?
But what about your wife? Do you know how horrible it feels when you come to an arrangement or you come to a decision with your wife, then your mother overrides it and you go with her? Do you know how disrespectful that is?
Wako na sixth sense. Ulisikia jamaa akisema, alisema every woman I introduce to the wife, to the mother. That fellow, the 35-year-old, ule bado hajaoa.
Yes. And if the mother does not like her, anaenda.
If she does not approve.
How can your mother have so much control over you like that? And you don't see like it's a problem?
Unajua, if anything happens to you na ujipata hospitali, your mother will take care of you. I think hapo ndio shida iko. Cha ukweli.
Which man can admit that his wife comes first and every other female relative comes after his wife? Which is what marriage is supposed to be, isn't it? Marriage proponents, come here.
Unauliza kitu ilikuwa inaitwa which came first, the chicken or the...
No, there's no chicken or egg situation here. You're even told in church when you're getting married, you have left your mother and father's home. You are now one. See, that's what you keep telling me here. How does that change? What has changed?
You know also, wezi patia hawa watu kila kitu.
Yeah.
Huh?
Then why are you marrying her? Then you leave her alone and go and stay with your mother until the day you die. Your women are sick and tired of this nonsense. And they realized the scope of the problem yesterday. Why do Kenyan men have a problem cutting off the umbilical cord and letting their mothers go? And making your wife the center of your life? Nini mbaya?
Hey. Mufungue na ya account, mujenge manyumba na yeye.
Yes. A woman who you do that with is your ally for life.
And you forget about your mother. You
don't forget. It's just that when
ignoring her phone calls.
You're not ignoring. You just tell a mom, you don't need to be calling me 10 times a day. Okay, not all your mother's calls are urgent.
Unaacha kwenda kumuona, unanyeshewa huko, kunanyesha. Wewe unaishi Membly. You've not gone to see your mother for a whole year.
Why can't Kenyan men make their women the center of their world? 0711-046-105 is my number. Give me a call. Hit me up on Twitter at Classic105 Kenya or at It's Mine Kegeni. Hashtag is Mine and Kengangi.
No, some of these ways they can make you forget all your relatives. All of them.
Hit me up on my fan page on Facebook as well.
All of them.
And let's be honest this morning. Let's have an honest conversation. Give me a call. Karanzi the Copite, good morning, saying our women have not given us enough reasons to trust them, period. Kiongozi saying, where is the lie? Yes, our mothers come first. Simple as that. And you're saying I should tell my mom to minimize the number of times she calls me. How? If she called me while I'm on another call, whoever is on the other end has to wait. Koi Kwenangi, a very, very good morning to you. You're saying people need to learn to grow up. Care for your parents, yes. Care for your children. But have boundaries. Tell your kids to grow up. Cut that cord. Tell them to discuss it with their spouse. Teach them to succeed in their marriages. And that's not happening. So what happens? Your wife ends up feeling like a second-hand person there in your relationship. I want you to tell your women this morning, be honest. Tell them, look, my mother will always come first, whether you like it or not. Sema, ili wasikie na wajue that they'll never be number one in your life. Say, hello.
Hello, Classic 105.
Good morning.
Good morning. This is Paul.
Yes, Paul.
Yeah, about the topic you're talking about today. Yeah, you see, our wives cannot be our mother, right?
I agree, but your mother cannot be your wife.
Yeah, but listen, they say when you get into marriage, when you have like a relationship with your wife, intercourse with your wife, you share kind of a spirit with her, right? But you see, your mother carried you for 9 months. You don't just share spirit; you share blood and flesh. You are her 50%. You share 50% of her.
But you cannot marry her.
No, but listen, you cannot just cut off that umbilical cord from your mother. She's everything. And it's not just Kenyan men, even other men from other countries.
Kila mtu aende kwa mama yake.
No, yeah, kila mama yake, mama kwanza. Wife later.
Yeah. Hello, Classic 105.
Morning, how are you?
I'm fine.
My name is Douglas.
Yes, Douglas.
And I would wish to contribute to the debate today.
Karibu sana.
Asante. Now, by the time I'm meeting this lady that I want to marry, or that I'm married to, there is a lady who has already raised me, right?
Yeah.
Provided for me.
Yeah.
Educated. And made me who I am. That now the other lady, the one that I'm marrying, I'm getting married to, finds already refined man. You expect me to have to forget my mother?
You're not forgetting about her, but understand that your wife comes first.
No, my mother came first.
Okay, let me ask you: Are you married?
I am.
And do you value your mother more than you value your wife?
Oh yes, I do.
And have you ever told your wife that?
Sorry?
Have you ever told your wife that you value your mother more than you value her?
She knows. She's aware.
How do you think she's aware? And you've never told her?
I have told her
that your mother comes first.
But my mother comes first. She was there first. She raised me. She made me who I was before she met me. So she has a place as my mother. And two, Minor, if I may ask you, do you think there is something wrong with the way we are raising the boy child in Kenya?
Evidently. If you've got such attachment to your mother, do you realize your mother is someone else's wife?
I am not attached to my mother as I would attach to my wife. I am attached to my mother as the person who bore me.
And that's the problem we're having with the boy child. Because you cannot cut that umbilical cord, and you need to learn how to.
We can't cut it, Minor. It is biological.
Then we shall forever have a problem with the boy child. Thank you very much.
Let me ask you another thing. Do you think we have a problem with the way we are raising the girls?
Of course, yes, because of people like you. How can you not see it? How blind can you be? Your mother is someone else's wife. Jennifer Kanyeri, good morning. Saying only the grown-up boys being referred to as men are the ones who cannot make any decision in their marriages without their mothers. And it's frustrating as a woman. So, ladies, how does it make you feel? Maybe they need to understand where you're coming from, because they don't seem to even think about that. And it'll get tricky as time goes by. Hello?
Hello, good morning, Mina.
Good morning.
There's nothing wrong with having that attachment, that connection with your mother. And I also have boys, 2 boys. I'm a mother of boys, and I can imagine how it will be when they get married, and I will be the center of their life. Your wife will leave you, but your mother will always be there for you 100%.
So you look forward to being the center of your son's lives?
Yes, one day I'll be there to advise him. I'll be there for him when he's getting married, on his difficult times. I'll be there for him 100%. I will tell him when he's wrong. I will support him. Every time I'll be there. He's a part of me. My sons, I love them. There are 2 of them. And I will never leave them.
Thank you.
Until you are a mother, you will never understand this kind of connection.
Okay, thank you. Guy, hello.
Good morning, Mina.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine.
You know, I don't have much to say. All I'll say is these men who are calling now with so much conviction,
Yeah.
let's give them another 10 to 15 years, and then they'll come back and call and say, I raised my children, and now no, but they're all taking care of their mothers and not me. Oh, my gosh.
Yes.
No, that is where they're headed. So let them call and talk about their father's wives,
Yeah.
not their own.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, I mean, if you don't see that, then surely.
They actually don't get it.
They don't get it, but the same men will see here when that child has grown up, the woman has grown up raising her children because she didn't have a man to love and care for her.
Yeah.
The children now take care of their mother because nobody took care of their mother when they were growing up.
Yes.
The father comes and says, oh my gosh, why are they just taking care of the woman? What about me? You go take care of your mother now.
Because the children could see the father not caring enough for the mother.
Yes.
Very good point. Thank you.
So let's give them another 10 years.
Watatupigia tu tuko hapa.
Tuko hapa 20 mahali.
Asante. Do you get it? Hello.
No.
Morning.
Morning to Captain Victor here.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Let me ask you this. Apart from children, what relationship do you have with your wife?
See, she's supposed to be your soulmate and your best friend.
Leave that alone. How many mothers can you have in the world?
1.
How many girlfriends or wives can you have?
Many.
Power. The answer is there. There is no way you can compare mother's love with a stranger's love. You know your wife is a stranger. You are just taking her to raise your children.
Let me ask you a question.
You have with your wife.
Are you married?
Yes, sure.
And have you ever told your wife she's a stranger in your life?
Absolutely, she knows because I met her in the streets. I just had to come and raise my children.
You met
my mother and my wife are very, very different people.
You met her on the streets and invited her into your life to raise your children.
There is no other business my wife has in my life apart from raising the children.
Thank you. Akiangai. Akiangai. Are you listening to yourselves? Hey. My God. There's something long-term that's not been seen here. That's what we all need to remember. Iko kitu. Na tuelewi. I want you to have the final word because this one, there's going to be a lot of thought given to it. Hello.
Maina.
Morning.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Wacha tutandike mkeka tupige udaku. Hawa vijana wako na wamea mamaza.
Yeah.
And what they are saying ati ni mtu anapenda mama yake na apendi bibi yake. They are just lies.
Yeah.
Huwezi danganya Mungu, danganye shetani na ujidanganye. They don't love their mothers. They are lying.
What do you mean?
Respect, love your mom na love your bibi, kwani ni the same?
Me, that's what I'm trying to wonder.
Waambie waache ujinga. They need to love themselves, love their mother, and love their wife. Now me, I am a mother. I am taking care of those men who are calling there.
Yeah.
Because now when the wife leaves,
yeah,
the mother is the one who is burdened.
Yes.
Hata nikikimbia huku kama headless chicken. Nikichukua watoto, sijui this issue, this other.
Yeah.
Waambie waache ujinga, to love themselves, love their wife, love their mother.
So when your boys leave their wives, they leave you dealing with the drama, the children and everything.
Exactly. So is that loving me? Is that loving me?
No, it's not. That is burdening you.
Yes. So waacha kusema wanapenda mama, hawapendi, wanamuua. They are killing us early. Waanze kustyle up. And they need to look at their fathers, the trend.
Yeah.
It's going to be the same cycle. So waambie wajipende kwanza. They need to identify what is it that they want. Do they want love? Because if you love somebody, surely they're going to take care of you.
Yes.
And all those things, you will sit down and come with an understanding. But now, sasa kukaa club the whole night, unataka kukula pesa na kila mtu. You're not taking care of yourself, you're not taking care of your mother or your children. Alafu unakuja unasema hapa wanawake wanakukula. Watakukula uishe. Tell them.
And they should look at their fathers because the same trend will continue.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Amazing. Gentlemen, are you listening? Have you learned something today?